Good afternoon, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and welcome to the Quick and Dirty on Dario, Yuni, and we are, of course, going to be talking about the 3-star Esper upgrades as well. I don't want to keep you waiting. Let's go ahead and dig in. Hot opinion here. I do think you should waste your beautiful weed on Dario. I think Dario is going to be a very important unit for the wind selection quest, being that Dario is already one of the most powerful wind MR units in the game. I do think if you want to make your life easier for the future wind select quest, which should be coming out soon, you should probably invest some weed into him. Now, what makes him great? What makes him unique? And what types of upgrades has he gotten? Well, his Oraga sword has gotten upgrade, which with dispel all buffs and dispel haste, no potency increase, no AP decrease, no increase in casts. He also got an upgrade to taunting spell, which will be a 25% chance to increase immobilize on the opponent. And then, of course, there was a potency increase on this as well. So it's going from 121% to 165%, which I think is pretty powerful. And what I think is most likely and arguably the most important part to Dario's upgraded kit is his job level 25 ability, which does mean you are going to have to max him out. A Drain Seal is going to reduce counter chance by 100% on your target, and it's going to absorb 86% HP for himself. If there's one thing I've learned doing the select quest, particularly the Earth select quest, having the ability to drain HP with your own attacks can be really powerful if you don't have a potent healer at the moment. So I do think this will be a pivotal ability going forward. Taking a quick look at the stat differences, we do see a chonky HP difference. We also have a little bit more of attack, about almost 220 magic. He even gets some more spirit, so he's gonna be an even tankier boy, and I think he's gonna be right. I think, if there were, MR units that you were gonna waste your weed on, Dario would be the boy to do it. Yuni, talking about characters that, are really good like Dario, and then coming to Yuni is kind of a letdown. I don't think Yuni is going to be relevant at all. Maybe when we get a water select quest in the future, but even then, I don't know if he will be that relevant, and that's kind of where I'm gonna leave it. His upgrades, he gets an upgrade to be range 2 from range 1, along with accuracy 25. Gets an upgrade to overcharge, where it's no longer going to be casted, and then it's going to decrease move 1 for 3 turns to target, which is powerful, but it's not game breaking. And then he does get Shigure shooting, which is basically a nullify haste and quicken for targets, immune to CT change for targets, and dispel haste for targets. So that could be interesting. I could see this being interesting as like potentially a PvP strategy to kind of stop your opponent from using quicken or haste, but I don't see him being widely used. His HP is only 2800 even after the upgrade. He does get some nice attack increase, but it's not going to be relevant enough, and his agility is hovering at 46, not 42, so he's not even the fastest unit in the kit. Yuni, I'm sorry, you've never been good, and you will continue not to be good. Maybe a little bit of a unique thing you throw in on a PvP sometime. Someone's going to try and make the case that Shigure shooting is game breaking and will change live PvP forever. Probably not. Let's go ahead and talk about Chimera. Chimera is one of probably the most exciting espers that have come out in a while. He is going to be an equal divide between attack and magic. One big drawback, only agility 13 on him. He does have 20% disable resistance, 1200 HP. His summon ability, 100% hit chance, critical chance minus 15, decrease all elemental resistances 15% for 3 turns to target. Pretty good. He does also have light minus 10%. However, he does make it up. You can invest in light resistance on him. He does also get dark attack, and probably what people are going to be really interested in, considering a lot of people out there running the dark evade composition. He does get a chonky amount of evasion here, so he will of course be very relevant with that. He gets critical damage. He also gets slash attack, so again, he's going to be a great dark esper. He's right there with Behemoth. I mean, you're basically getting another dark esper to throw in with your raid compositions. Lamia. Lamia is an interesting one, and Lamia is probably a must level just because she is so unique in what she offers. And a lot of people probably think, oh yeah, fire attack. Fire attack is not what she actually offers. She is going to be an even split between attack and magic. Gives charm resistance. She has agility 13. But what's actually unique about Lamia is she actually gets a ton of strike attack. So she doesn't get fire attack. She gets a ton of strike attack. So she's going to have 25 strike attack here. She's going to have an additional 15 strike attack here. So you're able to get 35 strike attack on her and that attack plus 15%. Pretty powerful, I would say, especially, you know, if you're thinking about maybe a Raldor EX one day, or if you're maybe wanting to run Raldor in a fire composition in the future, could be good. Also pretty unique that it's a fire esper that you could put on like a ice unit, right? I think a lot of people don't consider that. Also considering she does give 5% ice resistance, 10% water weakness. So there is that. You can of course offset that by grabbing more water resistance. Overall, I think Lamia is probably a must level as well. I think, you know, it's inevitable that you're going to be using strike characters eventually. And one of the biggest problems with strike characters is you either have to have an elemental bonus for them, or you have to either like have a weird like situation where like Malboro would work, right? And that is few and far between. So I do think Lamia Queen is going to be a very unique, very must level Esper. Maybe not as much as Demon Chimera, but if you do use hand-to-hand at all, she is going to be the way to go. Anyway, everybody, that was the quick and dirty on all of the updates that are coming out today. We are going to do our raid guide tomorrow. I will be on stream tonight. I am going to be doing Final Fantasy 2 Pixel Remaster, so I hope to see you guys there. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and see you later.